Hey everybody, Fred Sumner here. Part 2 of deerskin to buckskins. Now part 1 covered showing you how to flesh and some of the tools that you needed to do the fleshing. I guess I can take this apron off. I don't really need it at this stage. There's a couple methods that you can use at this stage to do this job. Alright. But there's only a couple things that you need here. One of them is a container. I'm just using a 5-gallon bucket I got from Lowe's, Home Depot, one of those two, Home Depot. This one's a Home Depot bucket. But I did my rabbit skins in here. I processed, you can see there's still some turkey feathers on there. I processed turkey on this. This is my basically use-all bucket. And then you need some sort of ash or some sort of lime medium, okay? Now that can be a hardwood ash, it can be a softwood ash, or it can be a commercially bought lye, like this, okay? It's best to have 100% if you go with commercially bought. And all of this stage 4 is bucking, which means you're soaking your deer hide to get the hair to slip. Okay, and you could just use plain water. If you've got a crick accessible to you, stick it in the water for 5, 6, 7 days. Let the crick do the work. The crick will swell the hide, loosen the hair follicles, and the hair will come out. That way's good too. If you want to do it with hair on, it's a totally different process than what I'm doing right now. So this is a hair off deal. This is to make buckskins to wear like the Indians and the old mountain men stuff used to do. So I choose, because it's easy, it's quick, and I don't have that many fires going on, to get the required amount of ash that you need to properly do a deer hide. Hold on, traffic. Sorry, guys headed up back to their hunting camp, wanted to talk. Anyway, 5-gallon bucket. Lye solution, be it commercial, be it wood ash. Now, with wood ash, if you use hardwood, okay, damn birds, you won't need as much as you would soft ash, but you still want a couple gallons, okay? Because what you do with the wood ash is you put 6, 8 inches worth of wood ash down here, hardwood, you know, maple, oak, that kind of stuff, hardwood. Fill it with water, mix it up, and then you take an egg and set it in that water. If the egg floats, the solution's right. If it sinks, it's too thin. If it sits on top, obviously it's too thick. You want it to float. Softwood ashes, you want it just a little bit wetter than pancake batter. You want a very wet pancake batter. Get it in there, mix it up. It should be about the consistency of pancake batter because it's a very weak solution. You can't, with softwood ashes, you can't put too much in. Hardwood ashes, you can, and then you'll burn the hide. Same thing with commercial stuff, okay? You want about 2 ounces of this commercial stuff. Word of caution, be it softwood, hardwood, or commercial, it's dangerous stuff. You're working with chemicals. Be it natural chemicals or man-made chemicals, you're working with chemicals. It will burn your skin if you get it on there, so be careful. Don't let the dogs drink it. Don't let little kids play in it. Don't play in it your damn self. Wear gloves at this point. Don't be Mr. Macho. You're going to end up with burnt friggin' hands, okay? It's that simple. That's the word of caution, all right? Now, again, I'm no professional. This is the way I do it. So let me go put some water in here and mix in my lye, and we'll get back to what this stage entails. So hang tight. Okay. One other thing I forgot to mention is you want a mixing stick. I've already got water about half full, about 2.5 gallons of water to about 2.5 ounces of lye solution, or lye. I'm using 100% lye, so it's you don't need very much. You can buy it. Red Devil lie. You can get it at most grocery stores and stuff. That stuff works real well. I just bought that at my local Home Depot or Ace Hardware, and it works just as well. So I mix it up some, get it good mixed in there. Okay. And if you think in a day or two you come out and the hair isn't slipping, add a little bit more. You know, don't get crazy, just a little bit. So now, the easy part of this, you take your hide, you put it inside the water. Fleshed hide, in it goes. And push it down so it's all completely covered. You want all the hair, you want everything completely covered. Now your water is going to turn over the next couple days. Your water is going to turn, it may pull the blood stains in the hide out. It may, so it may get a little nasty looking. Don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. Just keep poking around, and every day you come out for the next 2, 3, 4 days. Shouldn't need to go more than 2.5, 3 days at most. So this is Sunday, so Wednesday I should be hair scraping this and rinsing and going through that stage and wringing it out and all that. But right now, yeah. So if it goes more than 3 days, your solution isn't strong enough. Now the flesh side will get scraped again when I do the hair side. I'll scrape off the hair side, get all the membrane off, I'll flip it over, and I'll re-scrape the flesh side again, just because that's what I do. So we're at that point now. You can put a brick on here, maybe a piece of metal with the brick sitting on top of it to make sure that everything's submerged. But I come back every couple hours and just use my stir stick here and just mix it up, make sure that everything is covered real well. And it gets mixed into the lye solution and everything. So kind of what you're doing is putrefying the hide. You're actually forcing it to rot a little bit. You're expanding the hide membrane, the skin, the epidermis. You're making it expand. And what that's doing is the hair follicles are going to become loose. And the hair's just going to slip right off. You'll see in my next video when I do this that I can literally just push the hair off with my hand. There's a membrane on there that you have to get off if you want the brain oil to penetrate the hide. If you don't do that, it's not going to come off. It's not going to be right. It's not going to work. So anyway, at this point in time, now you just let it sit for the next couple days. If it's real cold outside where it's going to freeze, keep it in the corner of the house. Put a lid on it. Don't let your dogs in it. You know, put it in the laundry room or something. Put it in your basement where it's warm. It don't have to be 90 degrees, but you don't want it 40 degrees either. So, anyway, I'll get back to you in a couple days, and you'll see the next step in this process. So, I'll see you then.